Well, you may have heard we are being impacted by a part of the polar vortex for today. And what is the polar vortex? A word that became very popular back in 2014 during another stretch of very cold weather here across the state of Wisconsin. Well, first of all, it's just an area of low pressure that is always there across the North Pole and another one at the South Pole. And here across the Northern Hemisphere, we have this counterclockwise motion around that area of low pressure. What it does is typically when it's in a stable state, it has mostly cold air kind of bundled up across the Arctic regions. But now when we have some warmer air that moves northward, it can cause little ripples or disturbances in the jet stream. That's kind of what we're experiencing at the moment. So off to the west right now, the jet stream moves off to the north, very warm weather currently across the western U.S. However, notice how that jet stream dips to the south. And that causes little portions of the polar vortex, or little lobes of it, to break off and make their way southward, bringing with it some extremely cold air. That's exactly what we are seeing across the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region here for today. Another way to kind of show this is here's one little lobe of the polar vortex, a couple other lobes as you head towards the Arctic regions. This latest one moves off to the north and east through the rest of the week and into the weekend. And notice how some other more dominant features of the vortex then start to develop across portions of the Arctic and eastern Asia. Temperature-wise, also, it brings with it some brutally cold air, which we are currently experiencing. Some of the coldest air across the northern hemisphere currently located across the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. Now, as that feature moves out to the north and east, it takes the cold air with it. We start to warm up through the weekend. Notice how the coldest of the air continues to retreat northward. We'll be watching very closely to see if other little lobes of the polar vortex impact us here the rest of the winter. From Storm Team 5, I'm meteorologist Chad Rathensberger.